Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Titli and you're watching Titli B. So today I'm going to talk about a book that I read very recently, and to my dismay it actually left me in tears. The book was good, but I was in tears. The book I'm going to talk about is The Boy in Striped Pyjamas. Okay, now this is like super inverted, so I'm going to put a proper picture over here so you can go and buy it. I will put the link below. It's not an affiliated link. You can just go and buy it if you want to read. Okay, the camera setting is a bit different from before because my phone is keeping on falling from the stand, so I had to make some readjustments. So new point of view for you all. So okay, let's get started with the book. The book is actually from the point of view of a 9-year-old boy called Bruno, who has to move unwillingly from his old house in Berlin to new place they call Outwith. When his mother broke the news that they had to move from this house to a new place, Bruno was not particularly happy because his 3 best friends are here in Berlin and he didn't want to move to a new place where he won't be able to see his best friends and he won't be able to go to school where he is already with. But he had nothing to do because his father was already in the job and they had to move to this new place. When they went to this new place they call the Outwith, Bruno discovers that the place is absolutely deserted with no other neighbors nearby. So when Bruno went to his new room and explores, he saw something from his window which is really very unusual. There's a bunch of people in striped pajamas. Yes. So when Bruno comes to his sister asking about the people in striped pajamas, she was just as confused as he was. So she went and sees it from the Bruno's window and left without saying anything because she had no answer as well. Now Bruno, he wasn't really easy to give up on because he wanted to be explorer. So he went on and explored who were they and why they are in such unusual dress. And the most unusual thing was that all of them were men. Little children, little boys, men and old men. He was really very confused what was happening. So as he wanted to be an explorer when he grew up, so he went on his own expedition and found the fence that actually separates his place and the striped pajama people. But to his very surprise, he found a boy about his age sitting by the fence sadly. He made friend with this new kid whose name is Shmuel. He starts to explain things his own way, why they are in such pajamas, why he has to live with his brother and his father while his mother has been taken away to some other place. And that's when the story went. So I'm not going to spoil it anymore for you. I'm just going to jump directly to the review, and I assure you the review is absolutely spoiler free. Now point 1, the story is in one of the most heartbreaking thing, that is the Holocaust. I have been a fan of this book, The Diary of a Young Girl. I remember how many times I have read this book and yet I have no memory whatsoever. I think I have read about 3 to 4 times this book at least when I was in school. This is only book I would borrow from library along with the other book, that is The Auslivian Twins by Enid Blyton. But I have no memory of it, so I brought this copy again to go through. Now both the books are on the similar topic, so just in case you want to read another book that is on Holocaust, this one is also actually from the real point of view of a teenager, the time of Holocaust. So okay, I will talk about this bit later, but now this is actually a very, very, very heartbreaking story as it goes on. Now the thing is, this book is not actually historically accurate as some claim. So author actually says this book is a fable. So a fable is a story, I will put the somewhere here. You go. Pause it and read it what fable is. Now, I would advise anybody to read this book. this is one of the very finest book. The writing is so easy, so you won't be having any problem in gripping the story. And as it is from the point of view of a 9 years old, you might be confused at few things. So I would advise to get this copy particularly because you can get the backstory by the author himself. So you can easily understand what he was actually referring to when he was talking about outrage or about the fury and few here and there. The ending is what actually breaks your heart. Obviously the ending, throughout the story it goes okay, alright, because this is a book actually from the point of view of a child with a Nazi parent. Yes, not a Jew parent who is suffering, rather a Nazi parent, the one who works for the Nazi party. So this is like a different point of view where he's seeing things differently. He's very much in confusion what's happening all around him. And so as a reader you might be initially, but it actually gets clearer as you go on. This book is absolutely a gem, but do not think this as a child's book. No, it's not. It is a very heavy topic. So if you want to read on a heavy topic, go with this. As I said, the writing is so well that you won't be having any problem or bumps here and there. The pace is perfect to go with the story, especially because of Bruno is a 9-year-old. So what do you expect? Just the world to be explored from him. Like, he has so many confusion, like why his father is acting that way, or why there are people in striped pajamas, why there is some in uniform who comes to his house. So things like that. Now, talking about this particular version I am saying, because the backstory is something, I don't know, if you do not have any knowledge about Holocaust, I would ask you to go and look for it up in the Google. It's always available there. It is one of the very heartbreaking, it is one of the very heartbreaking things that has happened in the past. I don't want to pressure on that matter anymore. It's just a review and a small review of this book. So go ahead and read it. I say this is a must read. It is not just classics for any reason. It has, you will read, you will know it for sure. So yeah, that's all for today's review. This is a very short review. This is not a 10-minute long. I hope I have edited most of my blabbering. So that's all for today's review. Go and read this book. Tell me if you have read this book and liked it or not. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and obviously do share with people. I need some views, Bye.